Hi Aries, thank you for joining me. I have a 2020 tarot card reading for you. 2020, Jupiter's in Capricorn. So this is a lot of pragmatic energy. Now Aries, pragmatism is almost like a charm for you this year. And I think if you can work your charm as well as you can work, I think, your energy as you have in 2019, I think this year is set to be a really lucrative year for you, Aries. And I like that Aries has done a lot of that work in 2019. I think a lot of us were probably found ourselves compelled to do that work this year. But it has been a journey. 2019 has been such a process, and I think it is really sped up. The year sort of dragged in the beginning of the year, and come near the end of it, it's nearly like shooting off, Aries. Knight of Wands, January, shooting off. Where are you off to, Aries? All the right direction, I think, Aries. I think you're going places, you're moving, you're shaking, you're doing your thing. And I think naturally you're going to find the beginning of this year, 2020, is going to kick off for you with a lot of energy. This is a lot of like passion. This is a lot of direction. This is a lot of stamina. This is just ready and gearing to go. Aries, I think creativity in January 2019 is going to be really right there. The need, the compulsion to move, to do things, to discover new things, try new things, be new places is maybe something that you might want to put on the New Year's resolution list, because I feel like you're really going to be full of that fire, charm, that real gusto. The Knight of Wands could also be a fellow Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. For me, I just want to think, Aries, if this is the energy that you're starting the year off in, you're really in your element. Good for you. So, February, I have 8 of Wands. I think that's a continuation, isn't it? A continuation of January's energy. March, I have the 3 of Cups. Right, Aries, go get her energy. You start off the year with a real compulsion to move, to shake, to be places, to go see things, go do things. I think once you create that momentum, create that energy, like almost generate even that energy, you'll find a lot of things are really fluctuating to you come February. The 8 of Wands can be your career path. It's information you hear. This is even social media. It's the movement of information and how quickly it is, and it's almost mirroring the energy that you're putting into January. If you are to really be this energy, this fast moving energy, I think you will find yourself really generating external things to come to you by what you are increasing within yourself. So if you're increasing your communications, if you're increasing your networking, if you're increasing your just pursuing your dreams kind of thing, I think you outwardly see the result of that come through in February. Aquarius season. Get on top of that really fast moving energy. Information, communication, social media, networking, marketing, emails, conversation, text message, it's all coming forward. March, 3 of Cups. I think March is a rewarding time for you, Aries. You get to be the center of attention and you're part of a group, a circle. There are things to be celebrated, and I think you're definitely in the mood for celebrating. There is definitely something you will be rejoicing in March, and it could be in regards to the momentum that you've created and the flow then of opportunities that you are creating for yourself. Great card of networking, great card of socializing, great card of celebrating. Three of Cups is fruitful, it's abundant, it's joyous. I would plan to make March quite a sociable month for you. I think the end of that month is when your birthday begins, so maybe start the celebrations as early as the end of March even. Makes me think of celebrating, really. I feel like there is things that you will be celebrating, and it will be perhaps involving new acquaintances, new partnerships, or maybe joining old friends, old acquaintances, and getting together. Okay. For April, I have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is definitely a card of victory over something that you may have been battling. Could be with other people. I love how it goes from one extreme to the other. So in March, it's all about, you know, social networking and acquaintances and getting together. And we go from that to April with the Five of Swords. This is winning out communications. Winning out important challenges. This is good news that makes its way to you via your dealings with other people. So make sure you're really mentally sharp in April. Sharpen that blade a bit, okay? Have your wits about you. Be on point with your communications and what your message is. Know that it is potentially a great time for you to overcome a lot of things. So use that energy to really push forward with anything that you've been trying to resolve. 2019 haven't really been able to do so. Communication will be really on point. I think naturally you'll be full of a gung-ho charge energy. Just be very careful not to let your process of overcoming your obstacles turn into defeating other people. Let it be a little bit more, actually, you know what? Enjoy slaying a lot of demons this month. It's your birthday. And I think you'll be very sharp and on point, Aries. I would want to be an Aries in April 2020. Let's put it that way. And good for you. Your communication's on point, and you know who it is that you might need to like remove from your circle or your immediate energy, and you collect their swords. So that's a lot of information. Yeah, generally a good time for you. Excuse me. Great time for communication. I think generally just saying your bit, your piece, what's on your mind, how you feel. So, May, we go into with the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Very emotive. There's a real nurturing, warm energy here. Could be a potential water sign. Could be the energy that you take on. It's definitely an energy of emotional management, and there's a great theme of water this year for you, Aries. That might be a lot more emotion than I've seen for Aries for a long time, and it's real grown-up emotional management, and I like that for you, Aries. And there is this real grown-up emotional approach to, where are we, May? Traveling over water possibly also. Connecting with a water sign potentially. I don't think this is for you. Okay. 3 cards have come out. What have we got? 2 of Wands for June. Hierophant for July. And the Moon for August. June. You're sitting pretty. I think this emotional maturity that you're displaying, or you get the opportunity to display, or you'll meet this water sign, is really very nice for you, Aries. Like, you're sitting really pretty. You almost are, you've got the whole world in your hand. and what you're looking at is so magical, but you've almost really worked your way to it. Like you've earned your way here, and it's higher, it's lofty, you know, it's a higher position up. You've got your 2 wands, you're creating, you're being. I think June's a really nice month for you, and I think you get a reminder of how the world really is in your hands, and you might really like where you are. July, card of Taurus, the Hierophant. Emotional stuff that we were talking about. This is now the spiritual part of it. I think you will find yourself in a different mental space, spiritually even. You might have an awakening, if you will. It might be a different level of awakening, or getting into your soul, getting into your you, and really expressing, you know, spiritualness, okay? Really giving everything you can spiritually, and it helps grow you. It grows your understanding, it grows your vision, it grows your greater understanding of self. August, the moon, a lot of internal focus. This is the flashlight being shone right on your insides, and it's you creating a perfect relationship with your external and your internal almost. There's a nice energy of mystery to this card, but it's never like, people say that the moon energy is deceitful, which I find highly offensive because it's such a feminine energy. And I'm not saying women can be deceitful or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's there to illuminate, okay? It's there to shine a light on the mysteries. It's there to guide you. It's there to advise you. Maybe turn towards the moon come August. You might find a beautiful summer clear sky. Might have something to do with the spiritual journey that you're on also. I like that. That's really nice. Oh, Aries. Let's have a card for Aries for September 2020. Let's have a card for Aries for September 2020. Ooh. Okay, I have 5 cards. Woo. I think that takes us all the way to past the end of the year, but I'll keep those. Okay, right, so September I have the Judgment card, October King of Cups, November 4 of Pentacles, December the Empress, and I think this is probably going to be the overall energy of the year card. Strength, but we'll get into that in a second. September, the Judgment card. Decisions, 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 Aries. I just feel prior to September, you gain a lot of emotional clarity. I think a lot of things that might have been outside of your understanding for a while, through spiritual alignment, spiritual practices, spiritual connection, and a sincere connection with yourself, you come to making a decision. I'm one of those people that always believes, like, whatever decision you make, really be as honest with yourself. Like, what is your very first instinct? 99.9999999, not always, but 99.9999999% of the time, it's the right choice. I feel like saying there's a lot of spiritual, there's elements of like real emotional maturity, like overcoming a lot of battles and demons, hindsight, and just pure spiritual growth for you, Aries. Like, you already know the answer. And I feel like September for you might be a time where you have to just bite the bullet and take the decision, make the choice, take the risk, just do the thing, And I think you will find yourself come November. Is that right? July, August, September, October. Come October. Ooh, Queen and King of Cups. I think emotionally you grow leaps and bounds. Like, you feel emotion like water signs this year. King of Cups. Very strong and persistent energy. Emotional intelligence. Could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. For me, this is just a really nice, reassuring energy. Whatever decision you make in September, come October, you're emotionally better off for it. And I think you find yourself in a wealth of contentment. And I think you will be able to ride like the ebbs and flows of life like a pro come October. Come November, I feel there might need to be a revision of your relationship with finance. Maybe try and not hold on to things so tightly, release a little bit where you can, and just be very carefree almost when it comes to money, because it seems with this card it's an indication that whenever you hold on to things too tightly, you almost make it impossible for yourself to grow out of whatever the status quo is. So November, be mindful of that, because December, possible pregnancy. The Empress, pregnant with a business, pregnant with children, pregnant with an abundance. You're creating an empire, Aries, and I feel December is almost like a reassurance. It's like, here is your fruit, the fruit of your labor. Here is the benefit of your efforts. It's really nice energy, and the energy for the overall, like 2020 overall, is the Strength card. Leo energy, fellow fire energy, and it's an energy of taming one's demons, really being able to compress excessive energy that might, sometimes lead a person to trouble, but being able to harness it and use it to work with you as opposed to against you. Again, it's a lot of emotional management, emotional energy management. So, massive abundances, Aries. What a beautiful year 2020 is going to be for you. The Strength card. Brilliant. If you'd like to book a reading, visit rubyreadstarot.com and take care. I shall see you soon.